Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Beautiful. So we're going to work with the left leg first. We're going to take that left leg out to the side. So knees bent, left leg out to side, and then just going to take some circles. So I'm going forwards first, doesn't matter if you go backwards first, but I'm just circling from the hip, just circling. So almost as if you've got a pencil on the tip of the knee there and you're trying to draw a little circle. And then let's take those circles back the other way, whichever way you were going. And then from here, we're going to try to keep that left leg lifted, plant the hands, tuck the right toes under, take a deep breath in and breathe out. See if we can push up and back into our three-legged dog. Don't worry if it doesn't happen, you can come to down dog first and then take the left leg up and back into your three-legged dog. In our three-legged dog with that left leg nice and long, let's take some circles. There can be small circles, a few one way and a few the other way. Beautiful. So releasing those circles, keeping your three-legged dog, a nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, see if you can send that left foot all the way to the top of the mat, in between the hands. Right heel comes down. And then as we inhale, we're going to rise up to warrior one. So steady yourself, taking the arms all the way up. Exhale, drop the hips, bend that left knee. Feel that big stretch in the hips, but also opening through the lower belly here. Next exhale, your right arm comes down into our reverse warrior. And then just see if you can open the belly a little bit more, maybe leaning back, maybe even looking up. And then next exhale, big windmill with the arms all the way down. As you lift the back heel, turn the toes, plant the hands either side of that left foot. Drop the right knee, take a breath in as we breathe out. Bring the left knee to join. Sit back, feel into that hip. Take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, lift back up to tabletop position. And we'll go with the right leg this time. So the right leg just comes out to the side, knee bent. And then we'll start some circles. Doesn't matter whether it's a bit of a strange circle or, more like an oval shape. As long as we're moving that hip, and then take the circles back the other way. Good. And then again, we're going to try and keep that right leg lifted. Tuck the left toes under, take a breath in. And as we breathe out, push up and back into your three-legged dogs. This time it's the right leg that is up, up, up and away. Breathing here. And taking those long leg circles from the hip again. Circling a few times one way. And a few times the other way. Good. Another big breath in. And as we breathe out, throw that right leg through to the top of the mat, in between the hands. Left heel goes down. And as you inhale, let's rise up to that warrior one on the right side. Exhale, dropping the hips. Breathing and just feeling that stretch through the hip area, through the lower belly. Stretching those abdominal muscles. And then when we're ready, left arm comes down into that reverse. And then just see if we can open up the front of the body there a little bit more. Lean back, breathing into the belly. 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 Breathing And then when you're ready, next exhale, big windmill with those arms coming all the way down, plant them either side of the right foot as you lift the left heel and turn the toes. Another breath in. Oh, sorry, dropping back knee, don't forget that bit first, and then other knee joins. And then sit back, sorry Jane, she went into plank, it's my bad. Sit back into your child's pose, well done, take a few breaths. Nice work. So we shall add on a little bit. Next inhale, let's come up to our 3/4 plank or full plank. And then as we exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra. Feel that stretch in the belly again. Exhale, down dog. Remember you can transition through tabletop. And we're going to go back to that left leg. So left leg lifts up, up, up and away. This time I'm going to bend the knee and take the left foot over the right buttock. So opening up the left hip towards the ceiling. Maybe even looking under the left armpit. And then next exhale, throw that left leg through to the top of the mat. Right heel goes down. Inhale, rise up to your warrior one. Exhale, dropping the hips. And then inhale, start to straighten that left leg, release the arms, turn the feet. But you can have the knees a little bit bent as you turn the feet. Make Gyan Mudra, cactus arms. So line up those feet, we're widthways on the mat now, heels in, toes out. Next exhale, drop into your goddess. So bending the knees, dropping the hips, squeezing the shoulder blades, taking a few breaths. Inhale, straighten legs and arms to start. Toes come forwards, palms facing down. And as we exhale, dive it down into your wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to do that a couple more times. Transitioning from goddess into wide-legged forward fold. So heels in, toes out. When you're ready, exhale, start to drop the hips, bending the knees. Inhale, rise up with the upper body. Make Gyan Mudra and come back to your goddess. Take a breath out. Inhale, straighten legs and arms. Toes forwards, palms down. Exhale, drop back into your wide-legged forward fold. And we'll just do it one more time. Inhale, heels in, toes out. Exhale, drop the hips, bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, upper body. Gyan Mudra, cactus arms, squeeze shoulder blades. Beautiful, taking a breath out here. And then next inhale, straighten legs and arms, palms down, toes forwards. Exhale, drop it back into your wide-legged forward fold. Hang out here and take a few breaths. And then look back towards that left foot. And again, you can bend the knees here as we start to turn back to where we were. So turning the left toes back out again, bending the knee. And then move the right leg all the way around, lift the heel at the back, plant the hands either side of that left leg. Drop the right knee down and then shuffle the left leg into pigeon. So aiming for a right angle, bending the left knee, but obviously that never really happens. Take the leg where you can, start to drop the hips and shuffle that right leg back. And remember, you can always set up a block underneath the left sit bone. Try and flex the left foot, and once you're in that position, you can work on maybe moving that foot further forwards towards the top of the mat. You might want to stay on the palms of the hands, or you might want to come down. Poor Jane. 2 pigeons in 1 week. Might want to come down onto the forearms, and you might even want to release and relax those arms forwards and down and bring the head down. And we're going to do an opposite arm shoulder stretch if you want to, it's just an option. Can intensify the pigeon, so opposite arm is right arm goes underneath the left arm, and then right cheek comes down towards the mat. So we're in a left leg pigeon, and the right arm is going the opposite way to the way the left foot is. The palm of the right hand is pointing up towards the ceiling. Left hand, maybe the elbows bent, maybe you've got the arm extended, whatever feels comfortable. Taking a few more breaths. Well done. And then let's start to release that shoulder stretch. Unthreading, tucking the right toes under, planting the hands. Take a breath in, and as we breathe out, push up to your down dog, just to release that left leg. So regular down dog. Breathe. Drop to the knees. Sit back, child's pose. Wonderful. Only got the other side to do. So when we're ready, lifting up to 3/4 or full plank. And then on an exhale, squeezing the belly, keeping the elbows tucked in, and doing a chaturanga, chin drops, then chest, then belly. Pushing into the palms of the hands, into your cobra, stretching that belly, and then exhale into your down dog. Let's go with the right leg. Right leg lifts, up, 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 and away, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, and start to take the right foot over the left hip buttock. So opening up the right hip towards the ceiling this time. Maybe looking under the right armpit. A big exhale to throw the right leg through to the top of the mat in between the hands. Left heel drops down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, drop the hips. Find that stretch. And then from here, start to straighten the right leg, turn the body. Again here, shuffling around with the feet, lining up the feet widthways, heels in, toes out, make Gaya Mudra with the hands. Next exhale, drop into your goddess. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open through the heart, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten legs and arms. You star pose, palms down, toes forwards. And exhale, drop into your wide-legged forward fold. Nice. And here as we inhale, heels in, toes out. Exhale, drop the hips, bend the knees. Inhale, upper body rise up. Squeeze shoulder blades, cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale, straighten legs and arms, palm facing down, toes forwards. Exhale, drop it back into your wide-legged forward fold. And just one more time, heels in, toes out as we inhale. Next exhale, drop the hips, knees bent. Inhale, lift the upper body, squeeze the shoulder blades into your body. Exhale here. And then inhale, straighten the legs and the arms, palms down, toes forwards. Exhale, lengthen forwards and down. Use the breath to come into your wide-legged forward fold and just hang out for a few breaths. And then turning and looking towards the right foot, bending the knee, starting to turn the toes, walking the hands all the way around so that either side of that right foot, lift the back heel, turn the toes. Beautiful. And then drop the back knee, let's take it into our pigeon pose on the right side. So right foot comes over to the left side of the mat as you bend the right knee. Try to flex the foot as much as you can. Try to line up the hips. Shuffle the left leg back. Find your pigeon on the other side. And maybe we're just on the hands. Quite nice to do perhaps a few breaths on the hands. It's a good stretch for the belly, for the sacral chakra. Great for the sacral and the root. Releasing, letting go. Opening up those hips. And if you want to, you can come down onto the forearms. For a few breaths. And these are all options. Remember, you don't even have to go for the shoulder stretch if you don't want to. You might come all the way down with the arms and the head. And if we want to, we can take that opposite arm shoulder stretch. So left arm comes underneath the right arm. Left palm facing up towards the ceiling. Left cheek comes down to mat. You can place a block there or a cushion if it doesn't reach. Or if you're okay with it hanging, let it hang as long as it doesn't aggravate or hurt the neck. Allowing yourself a few breaths into both the shoulder and the hip. And just a couple more breaths here. And let's start to gently release, pushing into the palm of the right hand to lift yourself up. Plant both of those hands. Tuck the left toes under, a breath in. Breathe out, push up and back into your down dog. Stretch that right leg, stretch into the hamstring and the calf. Release that hip stretch. And then again, drop to the knees, sit back, child's pose.